today, Guam. I'm Tim Blas-McHenry, and welcome to the AutoSpot GMC Professional Grade Road Report right here on PNC's News First. Kicking things off today, we have a special guest here to talk about, well, roads. Less than a month into his new job, newly hired AutoSpot Vice President Josh Tenorio joined us today as we cruised around the island taking a look at various secondary and village roads. Why? Well, because Guam's village roads have been a fixture in the news lately as multiple bills have been introduced both at the tail end of the 33rd and into the 34th legislature facing this issue. The difficulty, however, facing Guam with the village roads has always been funding. And while Guam receives federal money to fix routed highway roads, they receive little to none for the village roads. So we asked Josh what's the number one thing AutoSpot is doing to help Guam drivers navigate through some of the tougher village roads.
Well, I think the first thing that we're doing is giving them some good vehicles to maneuver these roads. And GMC is an excellent brand, and living in an island, obviously, with lots of challenges. You know, it's a very varied topography. The aggregate that is used for the road doesn't last as long as maybe places elsewhere. So having a good, reliable truck or a SUV from GMC allows you to really have wider options on where you want to live on Guam. And sometimes it's a challenge to get places, and I think that giving people reliable transportation is a good thing to do.
As certain bills get debated, one thing is for sure: Guam will need organic funding to fix the village roads.
There's no question there's a need to invest in the infrastructure, and the more that the roads improve, or there are more roads, then you're going to see more construction and more economic activity. And you know, just up here you could see there's home construction, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, that's what drives this economy, and I think that the government focusing on improving the roads is the way to go. Absolutely.
Next, we take a closer look at the GMC Acadia with AutoSpot sales executive Kara Duenas.
You mentioned a little bit earlier all-wheel drive, right, for this car?
Absolutely. Well, this is a 2017 model. This specific trim is an SLE2. So what makes this one special is it actually has an all-wheel drive feature. All-wheel drive is, I want to say, in an SUV sense, it's a capability of four-wheel drive. So what happens in the all-wheel drive, it's meant for better traction on the roads. So all four tires are spinning at once. And
is it an automatic thing?
Automatic.
Like, so it just, you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it.
Right?
It just happens, but in certain situations, we do have controls right over here that you can change, I guess.
Oh, cool. Okay, awesome. So that's like a safety thing too for people who are, if you're going on slick roads, which happens a lot on Guam, obviously. Yeah.
Actually, what's new to the 2017 lineup in the Acadia is it actually has a pretty cool feature. The rear camera can actually be seen when driving forward.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact. You can check this out. All right, so then we just drive. It looks like it gives us about 10 seconds, right?
Yep. About
a 10-second view, 10-second snapshot.
I guess that's another safety feature as well. We don't want to keep our eyes in the back of the road. It has to be in the front.
And that's it for this week's Road Report. Thanks for joining us. Catch you next week.